Hello, once again, this is Antonio, and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. Now, I got a question for you. If you want to retire early or lose your job, do what this judge did. Now, this judge in Illinois, it was a conviction for a grape case, right? You know, certain words you can't say on YouTube. It was for a grape case, and what he ended up doing, he ended up changes the conviction on this own grape case. And the reason why I'm saying grape is because you can't say the R word on YouTube. You can certain words you can't say because YouTube have transcripts and they pick it up rather quickly, right? So this judge went and overturned his own conviction that he gave to this grapist, and then gave the grapist probation. Now, when he did this, he got himself expelled, which was rightfully so. Now, if this was your daughter, even if it's his daughter, his niece, his mom, his grandma, auntie, would he have done the same? That's the question that a lot of people have. Because you don't go and do stuff like this, and when a person has already been violated, you go and overturn and give this rapist freedom. You don't violate a woman. You don't violate a man, because you know some women can be aggressive and rapists to men. But let's go ahead and dive into this story. This is 2 years ago, so we can get a better understanding of what he actually did.
Anger and outrage after an Illinois judge decided to reverse his own decision in the sexual assault conviction of an 18-year-old at his sentencing hearing, now saying the 148 days he spent behind bars is, quote, plenty of punishment, and ruling the court will find him not guilty on all counts. Drew Clinton was initially found guilty of one count of criminal sexual assault of a 16-year-old girl at a bench trial in October, a charge that carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 4 years in prison. The accuser, Cameron Vaughan, identified herself to NBC affiliate WGEM. She alleges Clinton sexually assaulted her at a graduation party in May when she was unconscious.
I woke up at my friend's house with a pillow over my face so I couldn't be heard, and Drew Clinton inside of me.
Adams County Judge Robert Adrian decided Clinton should not be transferred to prison after his 148 days spent in county jail. Court transcripts showing the judge placed blame on parents hosting teenagers at a party. Quote, they provided liquor to underage people, and you wonder how these things happen. Well, that's how these things happen. Vaughn shocked by the decision.
I immediately had to leave the courtroom and go to the bathroom. I was crying.
Clinton's attorney maintains his client should have been found not guilty on all 3 counts of criminal sexual assault at the trial, telling NBC News that Judge Adrian, quote, protected the girl with his ruling as much as he possibly could.
It made me seem like I fought for nothing and that I put my word out there for no reason.
Her father, Scott, also angry.
My family is destroyed because of this.
Scott says Cameron used to be an honor roll student who ran cross country and track and field.
Now she's lucky to carry a C average, and she's dropped out of all sports. All of her learning is at home now. She can't go to school.
Despite what happened to her, Cameron says this shouldn't stop other victims from seeking justice.
I think every other girl should know that this is a normal thing, and they need to come out with what happens to them and not just let the guy get away.
All right, Megan Fitzgerald joins us now live from Chicago. Megan, a petition is now circulating online to remove Judge Robert Adrian from his position. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, Tom, you know, this situation has gotten national attention quickly. People are outraged. And so what we know is that a change.org petition has been filed. They're asking people for signatures, trying to get disciplinary action taken against this judge. So far, more than 15,000 people have signed. We talked to legal experts, and they say, look, it is possible that this judge could be investigated for misconduct.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, so they got him. He was removed from the bench. So don't think for 1 second that petitions can't work, because they work, but because they work. I think it was some payola going involved in this. And I hope it was enough money to set up for his retirement, because they got him off this bench, because that's the only way that he probably reversed this case. It was some payola. The Illinois judge who reversed a teen's sexual assault conviction in a shock move that sparked nationwide outrage has been expelled from the bench. Robert Adrian will no longer serve as judge after the 7-member Illinois Court Commission removed him from the bench Friday, reversing the conviction of Drew Clinton, the 18-year-old, at his January 22nd, 2022 sentencing hearing. You are incompetent, and it's nothing honorable about that, Robert. You can't play respect, because if it's my daughter, I would be furious, just like this family is furious. It was nothing honorable what he did. Nothing honorable. All right, Adrian had found Clinton guilty of sexually assaulting Cameron Vaughan, then 16, while she was unconscious at a 2021 graduation party. However, it came time to sentence the convicted sexual predator. The judge had a sudden change of heart. Adrian testified that he felt Clinton having already served nearly 5 months in county jail, while his case worked its way through the court system, already served his punishment. You don't think that he was compromised? Do you think that he was compromised? I think he was compromised. I think that somebody got to him and gave him a bag. They gave him enough money knowing that he was going to be fired. He's going to be in a good situation because somebody gave him a little payola. But the judge was not following the law, which states that the conviction carries a mandatory sentence of at least 4 years, and he would be required to impose the term. Somebody got to this dude and somebody paid this dude. Somebody paid him, man. In order to circumvent the law, Adrian decided his only option was to consider his previous verdict and find Clinton not guilty. According to the commission's report detailing its decision to expel the veteran judge, after providing options that they were not going to solve the problem of having to send the teen to prison, Adrian said at the sentencing that the prosecutors failed to prove their case. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. He was paid and he flipped this case, or he got on code. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. He got on code. I'm not going to ruin this young boy's life. He has a future. 2 things happened. He either got a bag or he was stupid and got on code. Because if that kid was any other race, he would have been doing that mandatory minimum 4 years. This young girl said she woke up with somebody inside of her with a pillow over her face. And she was brave for speaking out at only 16 years old. She was a brave young lady, but her mental health took a toll. And this judge have to pay for that. The shocking move outraged advocates against sexual violence, as well as Vaughan and her family. It moved the distraught teenager to go public with her story after she felt the justice system failed her. I woke up at my friend's place with a pillow over my face, so I couldn't be heard, and Drew Clinton inside of me, Vaughan said at the time to WGEM reporter. I asked him several times Asked him to stop multiple times, and he wouldn't. I finally got off the couch and pushed him off of me, and he jumped up and started playing video games as if nothing had happened. That smile is of a criminal. So don't think anything else. That smile is of a criminal. All right. An online petition to remove the judge brought in more than 170 signatures, 70,000 signatures. The commission found that Adrian reversed the guilty finding to intentionally circumvent the mandatory prison term he was required to impose upon Clinton. It added that the judge, who was removed from handling criminal cases the week after the reversal, did not believe that Clinton was innocent, but that he believed the sexual assault he committed as a teenager with no prior criminal history did not warrant prison time. See, he got him cold. He got him cold. You look at this picture right here, look like an innocent little boy, but that's the face of a criminal. Adrian misused his position as a judge in a criminal case to satisfy his own sense of justice by refusing to faithfully apply the law, the commission wrote in its findings. The panel also found Adrian guilty of lying about his motives for the verdict reversals under sworn testimony during the Illinois Judicial Inquiry Board's investigation in the matter. This young girl is a victim. She's a victim, people. The commission also found that he improperly removed a prosecutor from his courtroom who liked a social media post that was critical of Adrian in a form of retaliation. Such intentional, dishonest, and extensive misconduct demonstrates Adrian's utter disregard for the truth, the whatever word say, of our justice system. Justiciary. The commission wrote that his decision during his misconduct seriously damaged the integrity of the judiciary. I said it wrong. Butch me in the comments. All right, Adrian is only the fourth judge the commission has removed from the bench since 2003, according to the Chicago Tribune. The ex-judge defended his record when reached by the Tribune Friday. It's a totally miscarriage of justice. He said of his removal, I did what was right. I've always told the truth about it. You ain't did what's right. You ain't did what was right. No, you didn't. Vaughan told a local newspaper that she was very happy the commission could see all of the wrong and all of the lies he told the entire time. I'm unbelievably happy right now. He can't hurt anyone else. He can't ruin anyone else's life. Clinton cannot retire from the same crime under the Fifth Amendment. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Not retire, retried. Clinton cannot be retried for the same crime under the Fifth Amendment. A request to expunge his record was denied in February 2023. So double jeopardy or being retried, he cannot be retried. So he's free. Now, I don't know, because the article doesn't say it, if he needs to register as a sex offender, but that's still on his record. And any woman that look him up would see what type of man he is. So I butchered a lot of words. It's early. Nevertheless, this young boy violated this girl. You jump up and play video games like you in the Twilight Zone. And now this little girl, or this young woman now, because she's 18, she now has to deal with her mental health for the rest of her life and see that two men violated her and got away with it. The judge and this little boy, Clinton. And at least her daddy's in her life. At least her pops is in her life. But nevertheless, This is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe, as we'll be coming to you more videos in the future. And once again, we will see you in the next time.